at subliminal therapy is an amazing method that many clinicians regard as a quantum leap in therapy and maybe as revolutionary. I had the pleasure to study with you, to learn the method, and I'm amazed, and so are the other students. Ed, please tell us, what is subliminal therapy and how did you come about the concept?
That's a very good question that's often asked. It's difficult to digest it into 2 sentences, but let me approach it this way. My first career in life was that of an engineer. I attribute the transition from engineering into mental health to my studies of hypnosis. And along the way, I began as an engineer to wonder about how we function mentally. There wasn't any explanation that satisfied me. There was allusions to an unconscious domain, and maybe using the word subconscious, but anyway, nothing definitive. And my engineering way of thinking demanded a more concrete, definitive way of talking about how we function. And I came up with this theory and then began to test the theory. And that theory evolved into what I am now teaching as subliminal therapy, also known as the Yagerian method in other countries and the Yager-Code here. Subliminal therapy, in brief, is a method whereby a therapist can guide a patient to use the patient's abilities that patients almost never know they have, a kind of a higher level of intelligence that the therapist can guide the person to tap into to make the changes that the patient consciously wants to make. That's kind of an oversimplified description of it, but that's the core of it.
I've learned quite a few therapeutic methods, and to me it's amazing how simple it is possible to tap into this inner higher level of intelligence and utilize it to resolve not the problem, not the symptoms, but the root cause of the problem.
Yes, that's the key. There are many methods, psychological methods and pharmacological methods, medicines and routines that we can mentally do that can ease the problem. But when you have the ability to tap into this higher level of intelligence, you can identify the actual cause that the patient never knows. I have never yet met a patient who could actually tell me, the cause of the problem they brought. When that cause is identified and resolved, the symptom ceases to exist. It's as though it was never there.